What's up, everybody? It's Cody with Extreme Outfitters here today to talk about some hinge releases, some of the hottest selling hinge releases on the market right now. We're going to do a comparison as far as functionality, what's unique to each release, the cost, and different sizings that they offer. We're going to start off with the Truball Executive. We have this release. Release was designed from a guy named Chris Perkins. If you're into the target archery world, you already know that name. He's done everything. He's won everything there is to win. And he wanted his own signature series release, which I think is it was due for him. So we're going to start off. This is a medium-sized release, and with the sizing, if you move this head, which is what we're going to relate to the uniqueness of, you can move this actual head up and down some, so you can get about a 1/4 inch of draw length adjustment to it. And another unique feature that Truball's never done is it allowed you to set the click length to where you wanted it. So you might be able to hear this whenever we draw back anchor. So you can hear the length right there, the click, and then the length afterward. You know, you can set that a little bit of rotation afterward to whatever length you want to, which I think is super nice. I think every release should offer that in a sense. It has your traditional thumb peg right here, which Truball's always done. It reminds me of the Truball HT. If you've ever owned one, you know how it feels already. Other than that, very comfortable release. The head is actually moved over instead of it typically being right in line right here with the index finger on the inside of the index finger. This is more just in line in between your thumb or in between your middle finger and your index finger. So good feeling release, really easy to pull back with. Good even finger pressure across it. Next we have the Stan Onnex. So Stan finally came out with a new hinge, the one they had prior called the Morex. The great phenomenal shooting release. I have a couple of them myself. This is the new iteration, and this release features a safety. So that little thumb barrel right there acts as a safety, and if you don't want to use it, you don't have to. You can actually turn it off in a sense. It can just be used as a peg to pull back on it, and you see the rotation right there. The only thing downside with this release is you have to call Stan to get whatever click length you would like, which from a manufacturing standpoint, I can understand. You don't want to send a click length with every release if not everyone's going to use them. So going from there, another unique feature is you can make this a 3 and a 4 finger. So this is the 3-finger attachment. The 4-finger attachment, just imagine adding another 4th finger right there, and you have that. Another feature being that Stan designed the Onyx is you have the hinge, the thumb button, and the resistance. So you can shoot all 3 of their iterations of the Onyx release and the same anchor position. They all feel identical, and they should all impact the same. So if you're wanting to shoot a button in the wind because it's really windy outside in a target setting or a hunting setting, you have that capability. And if you're in a more static setting in the sense of indoor archery, or if you're just a hinge shooter in general, you have the hinge. And then if you're someone that's wanting to work on some pull-through shots, building tension and stuff like that, you do have the resistance release, which I think is really sweet. So all of those marry up almost identical in one another. Going from there, we have the Ultraview 2, or the Hinge 2 from Ultraview, I should say. This is probably one of the most comfortable releases. Putting it in your hand, you will feel right off the bat. The finger beds, the pressures, they've apparently measured the finger beds of a couple hundred people, and they got a really good average, really good number off that, and it just feels good in the hand. You have this feature right here called the hunting bracket, so you can convert it from a 2-finger, a 3-finger, and a 4-finger, which both of these don't have. The Truball's a fixed position, which they might make a flex one day in the future. Typically we see that with Truball. They'll come out with a release and then they'll make a flex version of it, so that would be nice to see. A Stan, you can only do a 3-finger and a 4-finger, and this, like I said, you got 2, 3, and 4. And with the hunting bracket itself, you can actually use this slot as a lanyard. So for me, I'm a big-time bow hunter, and I shoot a hinge predominantly. This is going to really come in handy. Instead of me worrying about where my release is at, I can just strap it to my wrist and it's right there. Another unique feature, kind of riding along the same lines of what Truball has done, is they allowed you to adjust the click length. So with the Ultraview 1, you didn't have that option. You only had 4 different click lengths. You had a no click, I believe. I want to say you had like a 10 thousandths, 12, 14, or 16 and 18, and a 20 was standard. But with this, you can make this thing actually fire really, really hot. So you can see it doesn't take much rotation at all for this guy, for my personal release, to go off whatsoever. But other than that, you have 2 different models. You have an aluminum model, which is reasonably priced at $249. So for someone that's wanting, a great shooting hinge, right around the same price point as the Truball, but a little bit more customizable features in the sense of fingers, 3-finger, 4-finger, 2-finger, hunting bracket or whatnot, you can do that route. And then if you wanted the stainless, you wanted the feel of this release and this release, you can go with the stainless version, which is $2.99, and then you can also add the stainless hunting bracket, which you see this one is actually an aluminum one. The stainless one is all black. It gives a little bit more weight. I'm a big fan of having a heavier release in my hand. It just feels a little bit more comfortable. I guess it kind of calms the nerves down in a tournament setting for me personally. I don't want to feel like I have nothing in my hand, you know, when I'm drawing my bow back and all that stuff. But all of these releases are available on our website at extremeoutfitters.com. Make sure you like and subscribe to this video and check us out on our social media as well. We'll see you next time, guys. Take care.